Hello, 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 world. Hello. This is your girl, Perfectly Imperfect. Now, I've been sitting around for a while and just trying to deal and learn more about the cult called Carbanation, aka Nature Boy Nim, okay? It's just been a whirlwind for me. I started out and knowing about them when they were arrested overseas. My friend had sent me a video. There was Nature Boy and his crew, Velvet and all of them, and they had got arrested. It was told that they were had bad body odor and things, and they were just, going through a lot at the particular time. And it interests me really, really much because, on sight of seeing Nature Boy, he's a very attractive man, or so I thought. Very attractive man. He's tall and he's dark and he's just gorgeous. And, seeing his skin out there glowing in the tropics and things like that, it drew me in. It drew me in, and I was mesmerized, totally mesmerized by this man. So I watched him. I watched him on a daily basis. Like, he was like my new TV. He was like the thing happening for me. I was like, oh my God. And then, it was times that I thought, maybe that was something I wanted to do, that I wanted to go over and be a part of this call, because he made everything seem so beautiful and so free and so just spectacular. Like, he made it seem like a dream come true, because we all want to live in that paradise moment. We all want to sip on, fruity drinks and stuff, and have flowers in our hair, and, do the whole Hawaii thing and hip dancing and all of that. So he made it look like that. He made it look like it was going to be something joyful. He was bringing the knowledge and he was teaching and things like, it just blew my mind. And I thought, oh my God, me being in the world that I'm an introvert, and I'm also an empath. I wasn't even tapping into my instincts at the time. I was just wanting to be where he was, because he made it look also beautiful. The ladies, they would bow down, and Velvet, she was a chiefess, and they made this whole video scene of them at their first house that they had. And they were all outside, and the men were lined up and the women were lined up, and they did the whole video about who am I. Velvet said who she was, he said who he was, and they were just worshiping him. And I'm like, wow, they made this seem so incredible and so beautiful. Like, I want to be there. I want to be one of his wives. I want to be everything that's about him, because he's such a beautiful human being. That's what I was thinking, because he was just strong and just masculine, and was just everything. And I was just so obsessed with him. I was so obsessed with him that I even wanted to just walk out of my own life, walk away from my marriage and everything. Like, the man had me open. He has this effect on women. He had me open to the point where I didn't care anymore, that I was gonna actually consider doing that. What changed my mind is in continuing watching him and watching the women and their energy and everything going on with the, poly relationship, and how it wasn't going the way it needed to be going, and women having to be, like Velvet, she didn't want a poly relationship. She wanted Nature Boy to herself. That kind of disturbed me. I didn't want to share him. I didn't want anybody else to have my man. And yes, I thought of him as my man, even though he never, said that he would be, or he wasn't. I was on live with him one particular time, and he kind of broke my heart. Like, he yelled and screamed at me. I was loving. I would always try to give him encouragement, praying for him and everything. And for the call, like, I love the women, I love the men, I love them all over there. However, I just knew in my heart that it wasn't something for me anymore. It kind of let me know inside, my gut kind of let me know, like, you don't want to go over there. It's not what you think is over there. He paints a beautiful picture, but it truly isn't. They go through a whole lot. Like, just recently, a lot of things had happened. Some of the members, uh, they leave. They leave only to return back to bring him in the donation and the money. They pretend to hate him. He has so much control over. They pretend to hate him, and they don't really hate him. They have a love for him that's nobody will understand. But I do understand, because I once felt the same way. There was time that I donated money. Not up under my own name, but I donated up under a fake name to the cause. And I won't disclose the amount or whatever, but I can say these things because I've been riding with Nature Boy and his cult for the longest time. Like, there's things I know that, maybe some of you don't even know about. But, it's just hard to see where they are now after watching them like so long, since they first started out with the, arrest overseas. I forget where the place was. I think it was Honduras, somewhere up in there. I'm on here and I'm stating facts. I'm not on here for any other reason but just to say how I'm feeling about the whole thing. Like, we all saw Star get up on Instagram recently, and she had this powerful, beautiful video of how she wanted to take Nature Boy down or whatever, and speaking on the spirit and stuff. Basically, doing a video of fake enlightenment and all of this, and it wasn't right. It wasn't cool that she did that. First of all, she's not healed, and she has yet to heal, and she's not ready for all of this. So she's prematurely coming and trying to fake expose him, and she knows she has no intention of doing so, because if she did, she would have just spoke it out. None of these members are going to expose him, because he has so much control over them. He has implanted in their head that you will not leave me or forsaken me. So if I go down, we all go down, my nigga. And it's real nigga moments and stuff, and that's the energy he gives off. He might have not said that directly, but that's the energy he gives off. Like, y'all not gonna forsaken me. Y'all not just gonna leave me hanging. You know what I'm saying? We in this together. We're ride or dies for real. And, my take on that whole thing is they are ride or dies for real. Like, they come here, they pretend to hate them. It's fake hate, fake exposure. They give us just enough to keep us on edge. And we're like, oh my God, when are y'all going to just tell it all? They're never going to tell it all. Not even if it kills them, they're not going to tell it all. Because they've been groomed to only follow his rules, his teaching, and his ways. And whatever that they're signing over there is sticking. I don't know if it's detrimental to their health or whatever, but it's very powerful, and it's very life overtaking, because other words, they wouldn't come out to just go back to just be done, done in again and again and again and again. Whatever he's doing over there, only him and them know. And they know that they have no intentions of truly leaving. They have every intentions to come out and do a fake exposure on him, give us a few hate statements about what they hate about him, and tell us just enough to get us on edge, to get us to want to donate money and everything else to their cause, knowing full well they're going to collect that money and go back over there and fill Nature's Boy's pot with it to take care of all, the women and the men over there, his wives and things like that. They have no intentions of doing right. I don't care what they come out here and do and what they come out here and say. They have no intentions to do what's right. So, I just say let the adults be. Most of them over there, they have mental health problems, but you can't make somebody do something that they don't want to do. You can't make them love Babylon, as they call it. You can't make them stay in Babylon. You can't make them not want the life he's given to them, because it's been so beautiful that they don't want to live no other way and no other place, because it's just been like a glamorous thing for them. Like, they actually think they're superstars. They're brainwashed and they think they're superstars. They get on here and they make their enlightenment posts and fake cautious community posts and things like that. They call them downloads or whatever. They do all of that stuff, but at the end of the day, they're not real with anybody. They're not even real with themselves, because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't subdue yourself to be treated so badly, to be, malnourished and not have enough to eat. With all those people over there, you can't feed them all. So they're deprived of meals and stuff, and maybe they're only eating 1 or 2 meals a day, or half a meals, or whatever be the cause. That's their business. If that they already know coming in what they're going to be facing, and they don't care. And like I said, me wanting to go over there myself, I started to see him for what he was, and started to see how the women were being done, and all the outbursts and everything that was happening. And I just decided one day, this ain't for me. So I turned off my TV, because I had it on YouTube, and I would turn off my phone. And every now and then I would listen just to make sure the girls were okay, because I was concerned about them, and hearing about him being abusive and beating the women, and, just having them up all night, and, just talking all night, and just being full of hell every day, 24/7 a day. First of all, I suffer bipolar myself. So you're not going to get up in the morning, I don't care if it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and holler and yell at me about nothing. Teachings, whatever you got going on, prayers, whatever you got going. You're not finna do me like that. I'm not going to sit there and stand there. I don't care what muscle mound type of man you think you are. You're not going to sit there and just do me any kind of way. I've been flipped out and probably been and already hurt you like really badly. Like, that's my rebuttal right there. That's my rebuttal right there. To just go and just destroy you, like just attack you on hand. Like, if these women and these men, the way they felt, really wanted to take him down and expose him or whatever, and wanted to get away, they would have been done halfway, killed him by now. They are not real with what they're saying. Don't let them get you caught up in this mess, because it is a mess. It's a big mess. And maybe I'm not saying everything that I need to say either, but I'm just tired of this whole nature boy fake hate fight, whatever, fake exposure, getting everybody that actually cares about everybody over there, getting them all riled up, just to be disappointed. I just think it's disappointing that they won't come out and tell the truth, that they want to come out here and play the game. And to me, I think it's already scripted, that they have so many months to act like they hate him, and they're going to, expose him, and they keep on playing on it. And I think they take and they communicate with him about it. He feeds them more, hate-filled, fake hate stuff to say about him, only to gravitate towards the money and the donations. They're scamming on everybody. They say they're going to do something, and then you get your head all wrapped up around it, trying to figure out when they're going to do it. So you got your popcorn and stuff ready, and you just ready for this stuff to be over and done for, you know what I'm saying? And then you finally get to hit the button and play, and it's some bullshit. Like, they didn't expose nothing, but yet they got pockets full of donations and all of that good stuff going for themselves. And it just gets to be, ridiculous, because it's like you playing with us. Why play with us when we support you, when we love you, when we done sent you money, we done made sure you have a life, you know what I'm saying? And it's many people like myself that are really going through a lot that they won't send a dime. Like, I have never earned a dime on my YouTube channel alone, and I've been very informative and I'm very talented. I can only wish to gain a donation or whatever, but it's cool because they don't pay attention to the ones that are trying to be real and trying to speak on something that's going to take and help somebody. But they want all this messy stuff and they give millions and of dollars to, and it's not going in the right place, and these people are study scamming, yet y'all study paying out to the wrong people, but you won't pay out to the right people. And it's cool, and I'm glad they got their livelihood. I'm happy for them. I'm happy that he can take and fulfill his life dreams. And if he got people who are weak or whatever that wants to go over there, knowing all the things that they have to do, and they want to go over there and do it, if they like it, I love it. I'm not saying it's fair for anybody to be treated bad. And I'm not on his side. I'm not on their side. I'm not on anyone's side but the right. And at the end of the day, when Nature Boy does go down, if he ever goes down, which I think the cult members will possibly take and be the ones to go down. I think he's cleaned his hands as far as that. No matter, what the situation may be, I think he already knows that they're not going to leave or forsake him, because he knows the power he has over them. He has trained, he has brainwashed, he has groomed them to a T, honey, to where if they even move wrong, and he turn around, look at them, they gonna shake and fall and halfway damn die, because that's how much power he has over them. They're scared shitless, like, for real. Even the men, or especially the men, they're not men, they're little boys, and it's like they taking and they're pulling at this man's shirt just to be strong.